It was just a delayed flight. I didn't know the airport was already closed. A storm grounded everything. Flights cancelled one by one, screens going blank. There were maybe 20 of us left in the terminal, tired, annoyed, dragging bags. Security announced one final option, a late night departure, Gate 47. No airline name, just a destination code that didn't ring a bell. People clapped. Relief felt louder than logic. We followed the signs, past dark shops, past shuttered cafes. The lights thinning felt lower. Gate 47 was at the end. No windows, no staff desk, just an open jet bridge. A man in uniform stood beside it, face half lit. "Spinal boarding," he said. I checked my phone, no signal. Someone behind me whispered, "Why is it so quiet?" The man scanned our passes. They all beeped green, even the ones that shouldn't. When the last person stepped forward, the terminal light shut off behind us, and the jet bridge door closed. The jet bridge was longer than it should have been. Metal walls humming, lights flickering overhead. Someone joked, "This doesn't feel like a plane." No one laughed. Halfway down we passed another door. It was marked CROLY. It opened by itself. Inside were seats, rows of them, bolted to the floor, occupied. People sat there, still. Not passengers, not crew. Their boarding passes hung from their necks, old, faded. A woman stepped closer, recognized someone. Dave. The seated man turned his head. Too far, too smooth. The lights went out. Screaming filled the bridge, not all human. When the lights came back, 5 people were gone. The uniformed man stood at the far end now, blocking the exit. He checked a list. "Overbooked," he said calmly, and the walls started closing in. Panic broke us. People ran, tripped over luggage, slipped on something wet. Hands came out of the walls, pulling, holding. The seated thing stood up, joints unlocking, moving toward us. I ducked into the CROLY door, crawled through maintenance corridors, alarms blaring behind me. I didn't stop until I hit glass. The terminal. Bright, busy morning rush. People walking, coffee in hand, normal. Security found me shaking near Gate 12, asked what happened. They checked the records. There is no Gate 47. They said no storm, no final flight, no missing passengers. But as I left the airport, I saw a screen flicker. Just for a second. Now aboard I Gate 47, Fictional call, and a few tired travelers stood up. It was just a ride home. I didn't know I'd be the only one who rated him. It was past midnight, rain on the windshield. My phone was at 5%. The app said the driver was already there. 5-star rating, thousands of trips. The car looked normal, clean, quiet. There were 3 of us sharing the ride, laughing, tired, scrolling. The driver never spoke, didn't even look at us in the mirror. We pulled onto the highway, then off it, then somewhere darker. I checked the route. The map stopped updating. "Hey," someone said, "this isn't right." The driver smiled in the mirror, too wide, too still. The doors locked. The streetlights outside began to space out farther apart. Then none. The car slowed. Something walked across the road ahead of us, tall, bent, its head scraping the dark. The driver stopped and unlocked the doors. "Get out," he said. First words all night. One of us bolted, ran into the dark. We heard the scream almost immediately. Then nothing. The driver's smile faded, like he'd done, came closer, moving wrong. Limbs folding in ways they shouldn't. The driver turned to us. Only one more. The car lurched. I kicked the door, it opened. I ran. Behind me the car drove away, slow, calm. The thing followed, but it didn't chase, it waited. I made it back to the city lights somehow. Collapsed on the sidewalk. The app still shows the ride, trip status orange, and every night since I get a notification, your driver is nearby. It was just a hotel elevator. I didn't know one of us wouldn't reach our floor. The city had a blackout that night. Backup generators humming, emergency lights glowing red. There were 5 of us inside the elevator, strangers. Phones out, quiet, the doors closed, the elevator moved, then it stopped. Between floors, the lights flickered. Someone laughed nervously, said it happens all the time. That's when the emergency phone rang. No one had pressed it. A voice came through the speaker, calm, flat, "Do not try to force the doors." We froze. The elevator jerked, dropped a few inches, someone screamed. Then we felt it, breathing. Not from a person, from above the ceiling panel. Something scratched slow, testing. The voice came back. "It knows you're awake now." Panic set in fast. One man tried to pry the doors open. The gap widened just enough to see the shaft. Dark, too dark. Something moved past the opening. Fast, close. The ceiling panel bent inward. Metal warped, screws popped loose. A hand came through, too many fingers, bending backward. It grabbed the woman closest to the wall, pulled her upward. Her scream echoed through the shaft, then snapped off. Blood dripped onto the floor. The elevator began to rise again, slow, on its own. The voice returned. 2 remaining. We screamed that there were 4 of us left. The voice paused, then quietly said, "Correction pending." The doors opened, not to a floor, to another elevator. Occupied. The other elevator was full of people, smiling, standing too still. Their eyes were wrong, too wide, unblinking. Our elevator lurched forward. The 2 elevators connected. Hands reached across the gap, grabbing, pulling. Someone was dragged into the other car. The doors closed on them. The elevator dropped, fast. I hit the floor hard. Lights exploded overhead. When I looked up, I was alone. The doors opened to the lobby. Bright, normal. People stared at me, asked if I was okay. I ran. The hotel denies any incident. Security footage cuts out for 12 minutes. But sometimes when I stay in hotels now, the elevator pauses between floors and the speaker crackles. Correction complete.